We denounce him.
Hey, you guys need a backup play, man. I like you guys just play when stuff happens.
Okay, so the dragon isn't too far. You could get there in like an hour.
Then we will go and attempt to cure the dragon.
Maybe for me, I'd ask the professor for a moment alone. I don't care if you guys listen to it, but like, Torque feels not shame at all in his decision. He feels like he was 100% right. Professor, I feel like what I did back there, I feel like it was the right thing to do. But I feel some doubt in my decisions from my teammates, from my friends. I wanted to see what you felt about, did I make the right decision back there as a member of the academy?
You acted from your guts. What you believed was right. And I think that that is valiant. You must consider consequences. It would have been better, obviously, to be able to capture her. But in this instance, I think things worked out.
I feel no doubt or remorse.
Good.
But I should probably talk to my friends about it.
Alright, so I said we just leave and make our way there. It takes like an hour.
Or to travel to the dragon, yes.
Okay.
I might take, like, you know, as we're leaving, like, a moment or two to help, like, lift people out of cages or, you know, break some chains or something. Just
that might take a moment to do that.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
sure.
Like, like that happens, and like we just immediately run out of the gate. You know, we might have some moments. You know?
So Gutspiller has all of the blacksmiths and the slavers together, and is telling them the plan as you guys are putting ladders in the slave pits and things. And they sort of look confused, but eventually they seem to be swayed. You see nodding heads as you walk out and towards the dragon's lair.
Well, let's march on towards the place. It's gonna be through swamps, or is it gonna be?
Well, so
is Gutspiller staying or coming with us?
He's staying.
He's staying.
Resplendent is coming with us, though.
Yes. So as you go, it is through swamps, but there are a number of log bridges that seem to head towards the direction of the cliffs. So you're able to take them. I need you to roll perception.
No.
Natural 20.
Natural 7.
So, Torque, you notice, as you're about to get onto another log bridge, in the reeds, you see 4 lizard-like humanoids concealed in the reeds and rushes.
Okay.
They seem to be armed with clubs and javelins. They seem to be waiting.
I want to subtly but firmly alert my comrades to their presence.
Okay.
I don't want to like be like, ah, look, you know, but I want to be like,
Sorry. Talk. There's no time for a dance.
He's telepathic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I speak to you, and you speak to the others. There are 4 lizard folk clubs there that way.
Okay. Can you telepathically just put in our heads?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
He's not playing a game of telephone.
So,
It's such a physical.
what do you do to not look suspicious as you just stop all of a sudden?
Just walk casual.
I'm gonna tie my shoe.
We're all gonna tie our shoe at the same time.
In a circle. We each tie the other shoe.
Hey, why'd we stop?
My shoe was untied.
I didn't do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Splendid.
There's bad guys over there. Be quiet. She disappears.
Should we jump these guys?
Perhaps. What's the layout of this land?
So there's the log bridge,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then you're on like a mass of land that's damp but not muddy. But then there's just like at least 3 feet of muddy water that the bridge is crossing until it gets to another land. The bridge itself is 30 feet long.
So how far are they?
They're like 40 feet away.
40 feet away.
If you're at this side of the bridge, like right at the bridge.
Okay.
So they're at the other end of the bridge, or are they to the sides?
They're at the other end of the bridge, and
Okay.
then to the sides, hiding in rushes.
Oh, okay. I got you. Clever girling it up.
Yep, there's 2 on each side, waiting for you to cross. So we'll see.
I mean, strategy-wise, if we pass, then they can attack us from each side. But if we announce ourselves and they attack, then it's only from one direction.
How much water is there? Like on the sides? Like it's deep?
It's like muddy. It's tough to see, but it's not like running or anything.
Okay.
It's like bog.
But there must be a reason there's a bridge because there's this swampy stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're ambushing us on it.
How are you guys for range attacks?
Crossbow
My spells. Crossbow.
and magic.
Thrown spear.
None. You can toss me.
Torque, you cross the bridge.
By myself.
On my mark.
Okay.
I'll give you a signal.
I will
hold on,
blindly
hold on.
trust you
All right.
because
You
I back
guys
your play.
Crossbow?
You guys prepare your ranged weapons.
Crossbow?
It's a hand crossbow.
As
Okay.
you're tying your shoes.
Like,
Maybe as we had the conversation coming here, it's like, I kind of took the choice away from you guys. So in this regard, I will not doubt you. On your mark.
it's a good
Right.
thing to think.
Now on the
Don't
other side of
discount.
this thing, there's like some reeds and stuff, and that's where they are hiding.
Yep.
So like it's like right against the water.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm aware of all four and where they are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
You're the one that saw them.
You're the leader.
These leader folks, they're pretty bulky, so you think that they are probably strong, very strong.
Ectomorphs. I've dealt with plenty of ectomorphs.
They have like a loincloth on,
Mhm.
and then it's just their scales. They have clubs, each of them.
And there's 4.
How many did you say?
There are
Yeah,
4.
4. Okay.
Because I don't want us to all be stuck on the bridge.
And you rolled a natural 20, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So you notice that they also seem to have nets.
Nets. Gotcha.
Can we have Resplendent and maybe like if we can bait them over, we can shoot at them, and when they run over to the bridge, run across. We have Resplendent have like a rope and like pull it across, like one trips or something.
Possibly.
Is that too cartoony?
Well, I assume that Aaron has a plan.
I do.
Oh, okay.
So I that's what I said. I'm just going to go with his
Yeah.
for now.
And if you guys attack with your range, Torque, you'll go run across the bridge after them. Okay.
So they fire first before he starts moving?
He said on his mark.
Well, we'll get up. Just make sure you guys are prepared.
Yep.
Torque, you'll take lead, and we'll start like we're gonna go across the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have your crossbow and you have your spells ready and stuff,
Hand crossbow.
we'll get like in a file, and we'll start towards the bridge. And then when we get like right along the water, Elor is going to disappear and jump into the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I need a stealth check or anything for that against them? I want to try to get it where they don't necessarily notice me or they're like confused by it or something.
Sure.
Yeah, you can take the action before
Tie your
the
shoes
battle
together.
begins, you know?
Yeah. Tie my shoes together.
That way you have an excuse of why you trip and fall off the bridge.
Have Resplendent tie their shoes.
5.
They're not wearing-
So
Nine.
is this like they're creating a distraction and you were diving in? Or is this like a...
I want them to think we're
You're
just
pretending
coming.
to fall in.
We're just getting ready to cross. Sure, I could pretend to fall in.
Then that's deception.
Oh, deception? Well, deception is a
0.
0. It's a 5.
Well, I mean, how narrow is the bridge?
2 people could walk across.
It's like an Indiana Jones bridge.
Yeah, I just want I was just thinking use that to funnel. We're not exactly on number, but
Or
No.
No,
abreast, I guess.
yeah, I think that is initially the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it'll happen.
All right, so you go into the water.
Okay.
And you guys can have a free attack.
So they're going to go range. I'm running across.
You start running across.
Okay.
Well, before they attack, what I want to have happen, I'm falling into the water.
Yep.
I imagine they look because I didn't tell them what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the water, a crocodile is going to jump up and pull one of these lizards into it.
Mm.
I've turned into a crocodile. So
Sweet.
Okay. All right, so...
I'm going to grab one. I want to pull it into the water with me.
All right, so you can have a surprise attack.
okay.
Remember to twist.
Finally got crocodiles.
Yeah. Good.
Finally.
Because of the level.
Couldn't go crocodile with crocodile.
No, but now I've met a crocodile, so now I'm going to be a crocodile.
You're not Beast Boy.
Yeah, just go find crocodile friends and have a crocodile army
Crocodile army.
until you turn back and they feel betrayed.
Start a band and call it Crocodile Rock.
It's like the squirrel in...
20! Woo!
Natural 20.
Natural
Nice.
20 on
The
going
third
and
one.
grab it.
So you hit?
Good, good. So the hit is gonna do 1d10 plus 2 piercing damage, and they're gonna be grappled. Escape is DC 12. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained. The crocodile can't bite another target. But I want to bite him and then pull him into the water.
Okay. So
That's from the trees?
He takes 10 plus a d10. Because it's a crit.
Plus a d10.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2, right?
Plus
Plus
1, yeah.
2, yeah. which is 8.
So 20.
It's 20 damage.
Okay.
I switched to my green one.
Now, you grab them out of their hiding spot?
Like, they were right along the water where they were, so I wanted to jump up and grab one of them.
Gotcha.
Pull them back down into the water.
All right, so you...
Do they all 4 have nets? Did I notice that?
Yes. So you go up to grab one. This is your first time being a crocodile, so you think this is all going to go great.
Oh, no.
You grab its leg, pull it down, and just the leg comes.
Oh.
And he falls and bleeds out immediately.
Okay.
You bite down too hard.
Now, as I'm rushing, you said that you kind of fell and we didn't know what happened. Do I recognize Elor, the crocodile? Or am I, oh, God! You know, for a second.
I'm hoping that somewhere in there you're like, that must be the signal.
That must be the signal. Okay. Gotcha.
What's your passive perception?
Perception.
Down in the lower
It's-
left.
Yeah. Bottom of all your stuff.
Oh, 9.
9?
You were unsure.
Okay.
But it's
But
not
I
eating
trust
you.
All
Yeah.
and everything that's happened, so I continue the plan.
All right, so
You might
both,
as well say, guys, as soon as just go. And I go, oh, you're like, oh, the plan.
all right, so both of you
I gotta eat my
can
crocodile.
have your free attack
Alrighty.
roll
before
for it?
combat starts. You
Yeah,
have to roll for
you're
the attack.
Attacking with your crossbow.
Now you have advantage because it's a surprise.
Because the crocodile.
Okay.
So you do
In
it twice and then take
Take
the
the
best.
Okay. Okay. So I have a 10 and 1. Okay, 3 damage.
Well, what's your attack roll?
Yeah. So add the d20 to your attack number, which is the first number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what?
So you're attacking with a hand
Yeah.
crossbow, so it's a
Yeah.
+4.
Mhm.
So then the d20 +4 is
14.
14.
14.
Yeah.
And he gets an advantage on that.
He does, so he gets to roll twice and take the best.
So roll again, that's what d20. And that's a natural 20.
Okay. So the natural 20 hits. So you do maximum damage, which is 6, plus add a d6.
Okay.
So 10,
4.
and then add, what's your modifier for damage? It's the very last number.
Oh, it's a 2.
Okay, so 12.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I did that earlier, but I didn't, I guess.
Well, you don't do your damage until after you decide if you've hit.
Okay.
So the crossbow shoots. It goes into his eye socket.
Oh!
He pulls it out.
Oh!
His eye's on it. He takes a bite.
What?
And he draws his club.
All right.
Oh, geez Louise.
Damn these
It's
guys.
going to be a fun fight.
Well, you gotta do at least, you gotta do somewhere around 20 damage to kill
Gotcha.
him. And
I
you
just
did-
took out one eye.
I
Yeah.
invoke him.
Alright. Witch Bolt
'Kay.
with a 17.
That hits.
Alright. I'm casting it at 2nd level,
Okay.
so it's gonna.
Is this the one
Ooh,
Shane
that's-
hit or a
that's-
different one?
This is a different one.
Okay.
It's very good. I rolled an 11 and a 12 plus charisma.
On a hit, it takes a d12. So it's just a d12.
Well,
Well, I'm
trying to do
casting it at
second
level 2.
Which is down the bottom there for that.
So for each additional level above
Yeah,
1, I can.
D12.
Yeah,
I can
it-
So 2d12
2d12.
plus
just
nothing else?
2d12?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 23 damage.
All right, and this is like a lightning.
Yeah.
All right, so you cast this lightning at one of them. Flash of lightning, like you only see it if you're not blinking at the time. It hits this guy, and like a hot dog in a microwave, he just explodes.
All right. So that leaves. You've taken one down into the water.
I ate his leg off.
leg. He's distracted. That guy's exploded. Distracted.
One
You
guy's
shot in his eye. Distracted. There's one more
There's one fully
with the
healthy one.
possibility of a net.
Yes.
As I'm running and I saw the nets, I want to make sure I have my backpack off, running up towards it.
Okay.
That way, if the net comes at me, I'm throwing it at the net so it takes it instead of
What's
me.
your speed?
My speed?
It's right above your hit points to the right.
25 feet.
So you can get to him, but
Yes.
you can't also. You can do a charge, I guess.
I just didn't know if that, because we kind of had the ambush, or what was the thing called?
A surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah.
That maybe that could be part of the surprise, is that I have that ready for that when that's going to happen.
Yep.
Man, these guys didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I was like, well, how am I going to get rid of the net? Well, have it net something else. I need a phasing power.
Phasing.
Why can't I have socks of phasing?
Socks of phasing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know I can't do magic, but I can get magical items eventually, right?
yeah.
Socks of phasing.
All right, so you can get up to him. He heard the guy get his leg bit off, and he's looking in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
He turns around and he sees this dwarf sprinting across the bridge.
Yep.
Your little dwarf legs are pretty slow.
Yep.
So he is going to try and throw the net.
Okay.
You throw the backpack,
Toss it.
so he'll have disadvantage. Your backpack goes into the net,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes into the swamp,
Mm-hmm.
and it sort of is floating there as you continue to run and can roll an attack.
Okay. And also,
You're raging?
raging.
Okay.
Just to make doubly sure that this one last guy.
This one guy ate his own eye.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to see if I hit Warhammer. So I didn't roll it all, but that's a. Supposed to be a 9 or a 6.
Where's the dot? There should
It's a
be
9.
Okay.
So that's a 9 plus 6. 15?
That hits.
Okay. And then to attack. That is an 8. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong die. That's a 10.
Yep, that one. Nope,
That's a D8.
Not that one. That one.
This one. 6 plus 5 plus 2. So 11, 12, 13.
Plus an additional 2 because you're raging.
Well, that's what I already added.
Oh, okay.
13.
So 13. Okay. And you get an extra attack, right?
Yeah, that'll be my bonus attack.
So go ahead. And yeah.
Another 6, so another 13.
You have to hit with the second attack.
Oh, I have to
You have to roll the attack.
roll
yeah,
the
yeah.
attack
This
first.
is a separate attack.
Fucking 1.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I got 1 attack.
All right. So you go up, and this guy has thrown. Has his club in his other arm. He sort of starts to swing it, and you go up and you hammer his elbow,
Yep.
Ah.
and it just sort of shatters. His arm just kind of loosely hangs.
Mm.
I know that feeling.
He screams in your face, like his mouth is much larger than at first you think it would be. There's these sharp teeth. There's drool as he's sort of looking right into your face.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll initiative.
Blink's here too.
He needs to roll initiative too. Then.
Mercury, yeah.
They all
11 for Vulcan.
Mine is 8.
20, 21.
Feels good not to have a minus.
At least you don't have to subtract.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys get initiative before the guy staring in my face.
21 should be pretty good. I think.
What do you have, Thane?
I have 19, and Mercury has 15.
You have 19. So Elora, you're first.
Yes. All right. Well,
You're crocodile.
I'm crocodile.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So you're flanking the one with torque,
All right.
and then the guy missing an eye is on the other side.
All right. Well, let me take a bite out of the one there with torque then.
Okay.
Am I capable of pulling him or anything once I do it, or should I just? I'll just bite him now, and then I'll try to move him next time. He'll be grappled though if I can get him.
Yep.
Dang. It's a 1.
Damn. We
Critical
both got
fail.
natural 20s and natural 1s.
Yeah.
They come and they go. Yep.
Mine's
all
too
right.
big for the dice, Joe.
So
Put him back in the box.
Elor goes to bite this guy. He sort of lifts up a foot and just sort of stomps on your nostril and buries it in the mud
Jeez.
as he has his club and he's just roaring at Torque. It is Thane's turn.
Okay, I'm just going to attack him with my great sword and use divine smite
Okay.
as well.
We'll see if you hit.
Okay, so
Is he close enough? Does he have to move?
Woo,
anything?
natural 20.
Oh, yes, you are not close enough. But you can...
Well, he has a movement
Yeah,
first, right?
yeah, so you can move to the other side of the bridge
okay,
and attack.
that's what I did.
Yep, that's fine.
I was just saying you were back here first.
All right,
All right, so you do max damage, which is 2d6.
Yeah,
And then you roll 2d6 as well.
okay,
So 12 plus
7.
7.
is 19,
Yeah,
plus your damage modifier, which is the very last number,
yeah, 3. So
20.
Yeah,
Is this the elbow guy or the eyeball guy?
This
This is the guy you shot, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
eyeball guy.
All right. So you go up.
22.
Yeah. So he is roaring at you, ready to strike. And you're running up at a certain speed. And when you're like 5-7 feet away from him, You lunge at him. You do a leap that is much faster than he was expecting.
Okay.
You slash, and your great sword just goes entirely through him, and he just falls into...
You turn around and put your sword away,
Like
and he
Frieza.
splits in half behind you like a Power Ranger villain.
Yeah.
Do like a blood swipe first.
Mercury's next.
And then
Okay. Mercury is going to... Blinking doesn't take a turn, does it?
No. Well, so as an action, he can blink and attack either before or after the blink.
Okay, yeah.
So he can
My
blink.
guy, the eyeball guy's dead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's only the guy with the smashed elbow.
that's
Okay.
right in front of me.
I
That's
would
right in front of him.
like him to blink behind him.
That's fine. He's with 40 feet is enough to do so.
Okay, and
So he does so. He needs to roll to attack.
he's going to roll, and that's an 18.
That hits.
Yeah, plus, his attack is a
And then roll a d6 and add 1.
Okay, 3.
Okay, so he bites at his leg. He's grabbing on. The lizard doesn't seem to register the pain, but he is hindered from moving
Okay.
right now as he's just got his
Well,
jaws
he's
clamped.
distracted
in.
while Eric...
It's Volcrum's turn.
Okay. The last guy.
Explode him like a hot dog again.
Then do something before he does something. This is his turn next.
Do another hot dog.
I'll do Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And so you used your spell slot last time, right?
I did 2, didn't I? Divine Smite?
No. Well,
Did you use Divine Smite?
yes.
Then that uses a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you take one away for Witch Bolt?
No, I hadn't yet.
I didn't think so.
There we go. Is a 16.
Verm 16
AC.
is a hit.
All right. Is 5. I feel like there's more damage. Do I get? Does the damage plus anything?
This?
Yeah. So like spell attack bonus, or is that just?
No, I mean this is just a
I don't get
cantrip.
any. Okay.
So, yeah, it doesn't take a spell slot, but it doesn't do a lot of damage.
Okay.
All right, so 5.
Yep.
All right, so you shoot a bolt of energy. It goes into his chest. He's still snarling at you, but what was drool is now blood. You see his eyes roll back into his head, and he stumbles and falls.
All right. That's all 4.
That's it.
That was very successful.
You see the crocodile disappear into the water. And then I splash back up,
Do you have my pack?
and he drops
Here
it.
come
Yay! I knew it was you, Elor, even though technically I didn't.
Thank you, crocodile. Did you eat my friend?
So the only thing they have on them are their nets, their javelins, and their clubs.
And the loincloth.
And their loincloth.
Net might turn useful.
Javelins?
None of them were damaged in the battle. I might pick up a net.
Okay.
They're not too hard to carry, are they?
No, they're weighted nets, so they have small stones
Gotcha.
attached to the edges. But you can fold them up and carry them
Yeah.
easily enough.
Anybody else want one? There's 4 of them.
I'm a
take a net.
crocodile. So no, not yet.
Was the javelins good?
Do we save one for you?
I mean, you
Sure,
can...
why not?
I'll take 2 nets to get one later.
No, we should fight with like a trident and a weighted net.
That would be great.
So javelins are thrown weapons, so unlike your crossbow, they use strength instead of dexterity.
Yeah, I have 4 javelins. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. And they do like a d6 damage, I think,
I mean, you could take the rest if you want.
or something.
Because you're based on strength, right?
Yeah.
Are you based on strength or dexterity, Shane?
Dexterity more, actually.
He has...
So you could stick with your crossbow and then...
My strength is 3. Well, actually, no, my dexterity is 2. My strength is 3. Yeah.
Yeah. With your hand crossbow, you use dexterity, but with your sword, you use strength.
So you want to take them? They do a d6 piercing. Range 30/120.
Which crossbow does a d6 too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, so they both the same.
But a crossbow you have to load every round.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay.
You want one, Eric?
I got 4.
Okay, so how many are left?
4.
Okay.
You both have 4?
Does anyone else want any?
No.
Okay, I took 2 of the nets. There's also 2 up if anybody wants them.
Okay.
You took one of those for me, right?
Yep.
I'll just put it on here and imagine that once I'm changed.
Yeah.
So you've defeated these lizards.
Yes.
Are you taking a short rest, or are you just continuing on? A short rest allows you to spend hit dice. I don't think any of you got hit.
We didn't take any damage.
No.
So you just
Does it refill
They
spell
can-
slots or anything?
no.
Yeah.
No, only a
It does
full
not.
rest.
It refills his channel divinity. Is the only thing, but he didn't use any channel divinity. So you clean off your blades and you get running. Eventually, you come to blackened vines and gnarled taproots dot the hard granite cliffs here. At the base of the cliff is a stagnant pool of water. Above the pool is a small hole, no larger than a human fist, dug into the cliff wall.
What? It's like Indiana
door?
Jones. You reach in and
Is it a key? Is it a
who
door?
reaches in?
Guess a little bit, right?
Yeah, right. How big of a pool?
Can you detect
There's
what's in
water too.
The pool is large.
I'm still a crocodile, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just traveling as a crocodile. I figured it was safer.
It's so awesome.
I want to, I guess, look into
The
this
floor
water.
of the pool is covered in bones. Buried in the water. The water is about 5 feet deep.
Okay.
The bones make an uneven surface. Deep grooves are cut into the granite around the hole, as if some enormous creature tried to claw its way inside.
It's a door.
Bigger than Aaron?
So you also notice, once you're here, you see like footprints in the bottom that look like dragon footprints.
Oh.
And you can follow them to the other side of the pool, and you can see some mud walking off.
Okay.
Like the dragon tried to come here, tried to claw its way in.
This isn't where he is, so
No.
I pop back up. Is there a telepathic thing you can do? I tell you what I saw,
Sure.
and then like maybe motion, and we try to see if we can follow these tracks towards where the dragon maybe his lair is.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll nature.
Unless someone wants
Track.
to put their hand in that thing, but
Like
maybe,
Nathan Drake?
maybe wait.
I'm gonna wait. If I do, I'm gonna use Blade Ward.
That's a 12 plus 5, so 17.
All right, you were able to track it some ways. You end up going about 400 yards until you come to sort of a bog area, and you see the top of the head of a black dragon
Like in the water?
in the water.
We tell that it's the same one as the diseased dragon.
It is. It's Stygoth. It appears to be asleep or unconscious.
Hmm.
In the water. Okay. So how do we get Stygoth this dose? Looking at the dose, does it seem to have like a needle, a syringe, or is it just like a vial with liquid?
It's
or
a vial with liquid.
Vial with liquid. Okay.
We need to get him to eat it.
Obviously, getting him to eat it somehow is the best, but
I imagine
does
so.
yeah.
Do we... Dust Spiller said about the food. Gotta have food.
However,
Food.
he's also unconscious. So could we possibly just put it into his mouth?
Well, he's under the water though too, right?
Yeah.
Under the water?
Like I imagine
The
he's
top
kind
of
of
his
like
head.
a crocodile a bit,
Yeah.
you know, like how like your mouth would be
Throw it in his
underwater.
nostrils. Same tube.
Maybe I don't know if it.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
if he breathes it, is he gonna wake up and try to kill us?
Is he gonna get in this? Does he have to
Maybe he
ingest
doesn't
it?
know.
Could it,
Maybe
get,
we have resplendent. Throw it in there.
could it just be entered in his bloodstream?
How are we
I
gonna
think
do
it has
that though?
Can I like dip my
I think it has to
arrow
be
tip
like-
in it?
It's a dragon, though. The scales would be really hard. With
Yeah.
I assume
Yeah.
the same thing with D&D.
There's no guarantee that tipping an arrowhead to try
That
to
would
inject it into
work.
his blood. That what if it bounced off his scale? You miss, and now we've wasted our dose.
So with the nostrils are up there. I assume he eats meat. We can get a piece of meat, dose it, put it in front of him. He's unconscious. Put him in front of his nostril. He's gonna, like a dog sometimes will wake up, smell and eat whatever woke him up.
Dragons are real
It might
smart.
work. Not this one, right? It's not as intelligent.
I mean,
He
most
just
dragons
fucked up.
are intelligent.
Yeah, they are intelligent.
This
but
one was just
This
driven,
one's also diseased right now.
This one is like he's kind
driven
of ragey.
mad by by
So
the pain.
I would
and
assume
stuff
like
that's going on.
driven by instinct. We also have 2 doses.
We
too.
almost reached him though. I felt like there at the castle or
Yeah.
whatever. But then they shot him with a scorpion.
And yeah, he ran away.
Maybe as a crocodile, I should see if I can kind of go in the water and like he said he could be unconscious. Like maybe he's hurt in there,
Yeah.
or maybe
Yeah, I guess go underwater and see if he's like bleeding
like
out.
is he have a bed here, and he's like this is where he sleeps, or is it like
Right.
a place that he's just like he fell here and just went unconscious or something, or
Or was he hunting and he
Dude,
fell
that
asleep
would-
kind of thing?
Like, how do we get to in his food?
Well, he's got a lizard leg.
so how did
Like, we just find a little animal and we just like hide it in its fur, sit it away, and it's like he chases and eats it. There we go.
we could also try to talk to it.
But even in his right mind, they say that he's not very cooperative.
Well, here's the thing. Most dragons, like there's the metallic ones, right? They're typically good.
Mhm.
these ones here are still usually kind of smart, but they also like to care about themselves.
Yeah.
So if we can like
convinced that we can help it.
Yeah, if it's in his best nature in some way or he benefits.
And if he understands that we helped him, he might
help us.
Perhaps, yeah. Also, if like getting rid of this Mountain King
defend
stuff
his swamp
helps to get his swamp to be
he
more
could be
his.
Shrek in this story.
He'll be like
Get out of
Draco.
my swamp. Yeah.
All right, we'll
I
all be
Shrek,
Bowen.
Maybe something like that, buddy.
Once.
What was that?
Look at Shrek let people out of his swamp, and then I just thought of it like that, and Shrek kicking open the door out of the outhouse.
So do we attempt?
I like the idea to reason with it because that's more of a promise of like, hey, you can understand. We helped you. You can help us.
Yeah.
/ we can help you more.
Instead of like trying to trick it
rather
into...
than trick. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the best course of action.
All
How do we go about it? So
Well,
you want to do your recon?
I was thinking about like trying to like investigate underneath where he's sleeping as my crocodile, like kind of go into the water, try to see if it looks like does he have like a bed here that he sleeps on? This is where he goes?
Sure.
Or is it like he crashed here and he's just like
Yeah.
out?
So you do so. Yeah, he definitely just stumbled here from exhaustion. He's roll medicine.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. He is near death.
Near death.
You think without aid, he's not going to wake up again.
Is his head under the water? Like is his mouth up?
Like his nostrils are above, kind of like a crocodile.
Dang it, that's what I was worried about.
We'll have to lift it
Yeah.
and then explain after.
Yeah, no.
Aaron could.
I mean, I can try to attempt from under the water,
Yeah.
swimming, while you guys maybe can... Is he in the middle of it? Or is he, like, along the edge? Or is there a way of, like...
He's not in the middle, but his entire body is submerged.
Okay. Man, how big is this dragon?
A large dragon is...
Like, can we try to pull him towards the shore of the swamp so that we can, like...
I mean, he's gonna die. You know, he's not. I don't think
Like,
he's gonna be like.
he's
strapped.
You would need to
unconscious.
tie ropes and do athletic checks.
Okay.
Try to drag
I
them
mean,
up.
I
do
can
that.
help with tying the ropes around,
Yeah.
hopefully, like wrap the ropes around.
I have an athletic +6, so
So everyone can aid Eric in this attempt.
Well, I'm going to attempt to help
19.
from under the water,
Mm-hmm.
trying to help push, you know what I mean?
You sound like the guy in the science commercial.
Also,
soda commercials. 12.
Also, I imagine that we're getting out our ropes, and then I'll
Yeah.
try to take them around so that we can get some grippings around him in different locations,
Okay.
So
and then
mine
we
becomes a 25.
and then can pull.
Eric. 19!
Yay!
So Eric, you get a +2
Okay.
from Calvin.
Mine's a 21.
You get another +2.
Okay. So 19.
What am I doing?
26.
Oh, yeah, athletics.
Athletics, 13.
Another +2. So a total +6.
31.
Okay. So you all heave.
Break down a castle door.
It's easier than it would be because he just sort of slides through the mud.
Yeah.
And he's very slick from the water and the mud. So are you just trying to get his head on shore or the whole body on shore?
I mean,
Seems like the head.
at least the head, because we need to try to get him to administer the antidote, and then we also need to maybe try to heal him.
Okay, you do so. He's breathing weakly, but still unconscious.
Should we try to tie him down or something first?
I
I don't want him to feel
yeah.
like he's trapped.
This is an intelligent being. We want to show that we're helping.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
And if he's still in the water, it'll take him a second to get out.
You guys could maybe try one of your good berries or lay on hands or something like that to try to maybe help heal
So
him a bit.
we've already administered the.
We gave him the antidote then,
Antidote?
right? Did one of us give him that yet?
No, not yet.
we haven't.
Okay. I mean, I have one. I'll uncork it.
So Torque, I mean, his mouth will take all of your effort in order to open the jaw.
Yeah.
So as you do so, who throws in the...
I will.
Calvin has
Since I
it.
have the other
he has
dose.
the other one.
All right, so do you like pour it in? Do you toss it in, glass and all?
Not to the glass in.
I open it. Well, I was thinking
he's
to make
a-
sure it all goes in. I was going to open it and then throw the vial in. So that it doesn't just pour out or he spits it out or something like
Cut
that.
some going down or something.
Roll medicine. After he does that.
Him roll medicine?
Everyone.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
That's 3. Damn.
Both of my medicine checks have been natural 20.
You think if it's going to have any effect, you're going to have to use all of it.
Okay, both.
And hopefully that's
doses?
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm holding it open and I have it on the side. You can grab it
All
from
right,
there.
I grab it from there. I also throw in a good berry. Both my good berries.
Okay.
And after all that goes down his gullet, I'm gonna healing hands on him.
All right. How much does that heal?
4.
Shane, you also have.
Along with
hands,
the
right?
2 good berries, it
I have
should
lay on
be
hands, yeah.
a total of 6.
I was looking at any good berries.
We all have at least one.
Yeah.
Everyone
Or-
should have at least one. Good
Okay,
berry.
yeah, I had 2 good berries.
I make 10 usually because of my trance. Usually, what I try to do is I try to trance for the 4 hours to where I have good berries, and then trance again to where I change up what spells I have prepared.
Yeah.
So Shane, the most you can give him is you can use all of your lay on hands to give him 20 hit points because it's your paladin level times 5.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I got to roll him.
You don't. You just say you do it.
Do we want just enough to get him alive? Do we want to heal him all the way, and then we have to fight him because he attacks us? You know?
Well, we can do the good berry aspect
Yeah.
and try to see how that affects him, and
Okay.
then go from there, and then
In terms of healing
keep
him more.
healing
Gotcha.
little by little as we work
So
on
the,
him.
the 2 vials go in, and then
And the
how-
2 good berries,
2
right?
good berries.
Yeah, and then my healing hands for a total of 6.
All right. So with your natural
The good
20,
berries each give 1.
you think you're gonna have to wait a while
Yeah.
to see what happens.
Right.
So how much time are you willing to spend?
I mean, we just have to get back to the castle for tomorrow, so I
And,
mean,
yeah, it's important that
we
we
can try to wait out
make
here
sure it works. I mean, we're just trusting it works.
and make sure nothing comes here to kill him. I guess.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like an hour into the
Importantly,
afternoon
he knows that we helped him.
or
Yeah.
so, because we left around lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could set up like a little camp for the time being, take a short rest while we wait for the medicine to kick in. And
All right.
make
Maybe,
sure that we're
maybe like
around him.
depending on how long it is, maybe like a quick hunt so he has something to eat as he wakes up.
Maybe.
I have a good berry.
Something
You can bring the
a little
lizards.
More, a little more.
We cook the lizards.
Well, a good berry will fill the stomach of a grown
Sustains
man.
you for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
but
of
I need
us.
something more real.
You could bring the lizard men.
That is fairly grotesque, but
The dragon.
All right. So you make camp.
They're obviously tasty. They eat their own eye.
it's probably a delicacy.
All right.
Um,
So let's try to make a little camp, short rest, kind of
Okay.
wait and try to be here in case something tries to attack him, and or if
Sure.
he wakes up.
You do so. Night begins to fall, and you're about to give up hope.
I'm also
When-
gonna turn out of my crocodile.
He begins to stir.
That's it.
You see an eye open. It's sort of sleepily. His slit is wide, like maybe he's suffering from some sort of fever. But it's not crazed like it was before. Most of his wounds still exist. Like the acid in his stomach is still sort of seeping through a little bit.
Gotcha.
Groans in pain.
Stygoth, are you okay?
Who goes there? I can't see.
My name is Elor. Me and my friends found you. We administered an antidote to hopefully clear you of this disease you had, and we've been watching you, hoping to heal you.
More.
I can cast a heal. I can get up to half my level in D6s, which is 11.
Nice.
Here.
So you lay your hands on him, and some of the wounds begin to close up. He raises his head, looks. I see figures. You are men.
I'm an elf.
I am a dwarf.
Yes.
We don't know what he is. Sorry.
Fine.
Why are you here?
Well, long story short, we've been stopping this mining thing at this castle. We've disrupted all of that, and we're trying to heal this terrible wound in your swamp. We came here to help you because you seem to have been diseased by the weapons they created.
We're hoping that you can help us.
I see.
The Mountain King does have a caravan tomorrow, expecting more weapons, and we want to disrupt that as well.
So you helped me.
Yes.
Most unexpected.
Well, we don't believe you were being,
Where's my collar?
collar? What collar?
There was a large circular hula hoop sort of thing when you first encountered him.
Like the first time at the one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
It
don't.
would be back
No.
at the battlefield where we first tried to help.
I need it.
What is it for?
It allows me to get into my cave.
We saw your cave. Very impressive.
Thank
Nice
you.
interior design.
Did you enter it?
No.
Yeah.
We did not. We cared only about
That is for the best.
We were searching for you.
So you wish my help.
Well, there's two issues we have here that are taking place in your swamp. One is the Mountain King, who is trying to get making these weapons.
These blade
Are you
blades.
familiar with that?
He looks at his side. I am.
The other is the way they make the blades. Have you seen a huge chasm?
A maw.
Maw.
Yes.
It's in your swamp, and apparently that is how they make the blades. We also want to close that, which will also stop the Mountain King and his weapons.
Do you know how?
We believe we know of a way.
We're looking for a skull. Some kind of item from a creature long ago. A demon, perhaps?
Green dragons always repay their debts. But I cannot fight in this shape. Black dragon.
He's a black dragon.
Yeah.
He's a little out.
I was thinking about that too.
He's a little out of it.
Well, do you know of any magical skulls or anything? Or
It would be towards the
weird
cliffs to the
areas
west.
around these cliffs where
Remains of the demon.
perhaps these remains of this demon's body would be.
The lizard folk dig for something in the cliffs.
All right.
I do not think it is gold.
What do the lizard folk think of you?
They serve me.
All right. Well, if we can get you healed up and also find your collar so you can enter your cave, could you perhaps get them to, if they find an item, to be able to give it to us, rather than us having to possibly take it forcibly?
I can take it forcibly if need be.
Okay.
When he says they serve me, does he mean literally?
Are
or...
you from the camp?
The camp.
The forge? The ones that shot me?
No, we arrived there and disrupted their whole operation.
I must burn it.
After we close them all, so that we can heal the wounds. I don't care what happens to it otherwise.
And after the innocents are freed.
My wounds will take time or magic.
So we need to heal, right?
Yeah. I can't use lay on hands again. Right?
You haven't used it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You said you could do it up to 20,
20 hit points
Yeah.
per day.
Level
and that'll,
5.
it's almost the end of the day, isn't it?
We did a short rest.
No. Well, we did.
Okay.
Short
So-
rest.
I can do my healing hands again for 4.
I'll lay
Well,
on.
you did it after we short rested,
You did it.
right?
No,
Yeah.
I did it when we
I
pulled
guess it
him
was when
out
you,
of
when
the
you
water.
administrate. Yeah, when you
Yeah,
administer
that's true.
stuff. That's true.
So Calvin can do that again,
And another 20.
and then Shane can do lay on hands.
Yep. That should be 20.
Which we're probably not going to need for the rest of the day. So
So as you touch this creature and heal him, your hands burn. It is an evil creature, but you are still able to heal it. He sort of starts to stand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You probably angered your god.
Do you know where your collar would be? Is it back at the?
it's back
the
at the
camp?
castle.
I don't remember anything from the last few weeks.
If what you described it as, we saw it at the caravan attack outside of the castle.
Where we tried to save you the first
It's right
time.
next to the lake, right?
So we could return to the castle, get it.
Is the stronghold still manned? Will they shoot at me?
It is manned by those who are under our command. They would not.
We are preparing to attack the caravan that arrives tomorrow. So we have some people ready to fight them. But as long as they know that you're not a threat to them, we should be fine.
Okay.
And then after, we burn it down. Well, I should say after we plug it up, we burn it down.
Yeah.
So we could return there,
Put it on the market.
get your collar. Once the caravan's been destroyed, maybe we can get the skull and close this mall.
Okay.
Are you in any shape to travel?
Yes.
Can I ask real quick? Are you talking to him as a crocodile?
No, I turned back.
I didn't remember you doing that.
When we did our short rest, I'm going to turn
It's really
on
funny to think
My
about.
cork rat. I keep thinking he's the crocodile from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah.
We see singing. Oh, I forget the song he sings.
Yeah. Can he fly us back?
I don't know.
They don't fly
None
very well.
ride me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
None
not
ride
a
me.
Oh, okay.
He's not big
Can
enough
you
to
carry
all of
us in your claws? All right. Well, let's. If we make our way back,
Yeah.
After this short rest, we can rest there and prepare for tomorrow's fight
Let's do that.
and make sure everything's ready, and we can find his collar. So, let's go back, prepare for the king's caravan, find you your collar, and prepare for a fight for tomorrow. Gives a little more time to rest up as well.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Resplendent, what do you think of the dragon?
Still scary.
Yeah, but now he's not sick, so he's not as scary. And hopefully he'll help us because we helped him.
Well, let's head back towards the camp for now, I guess.
Yep.
And there's like blacksmiths and stuff like that there, right? I have a question for one of them, or maybe for you.
All right, so you guys begin to head back. The dragon sort of circles over you as you are walking along. You arrive. It's in the middle of night. You hear some commotion coming from inside the walls.
Let me sprint up ahead.
You do so. Gutspeller is like the gate. You see it open with two very large blue ghost-like hands. Took you long enough.
Professor, we are back with the dragon.
We brought a friend.
Aye.
Season 8.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm thinking of fucking Draco in the sunset and boom.
Tell everyone not to attack him. Don't attack him!
He looks. They're all sort of hiding. I don't think it'll be a problem.
All right, very good.
The plan is set, but I guess the plan has changed.
Hopefully this will help. Stygoth, do you see your collar?
He comes down.
Oh, no.
He grabs it with his teeth, flicks it up, and it goes on his neck.
It's a cool trick.
I see he's outgrown his trick ring.
All right, let's prepare our plan and rest for the night, I suppose. Make sure we're all ready and healed and whatever.
Yeah.
Get your lay on hands back.
How
And
does,
spell slots and all that.
How is Stygoth feeling now?
Like revenge.
Might be worth flying high and scouting out to see how much time we have or how many people there are. You know, and have some advanced knowledge.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't give himself away to the character.
Sure, yeah, but if he's
and everything, too.
real high, and I'm sure the dragons have pretty good eyesight. He might be able to tell.
Sure. He will fly. He comes back after an hour or so and says they are close. They are many.
So we have our
There are
options.
12
12.
12 of them?
at least. And 2 wagons covered.
So you don't know how many's in there.
I say, I mean, we have 2 strategies here. We have one, we can use our castle, fortify, and, you know, they might run away, they might attack, or we can ambush them on the
We
road.
have a dragon.
Well, the
I
outside,
think Cersei had a dragon.
the outside had an open area, but then there was also like swamp and stuff on the sides, right?
Yeah.
So perhaps we can like get them up, have like someone meet them, and then once they start getting out, we can just collapse on the sides and have a dragon like land behind maybe. Stuck.
And say that, or just have Stygoth do a running pass and we go
True.
clean up everything else.
True. Golden Road.
I mean,
style.
we don't get what is, you know, the money and all that stuff though. If we do that,
Yeah,
we want the
that
money.
is
we
true.
might destroy that. So we might want stuff, especially to give to like the people that have been serving this place for so long.
There is a rider on a hulking black steed, black armor, a giant of a man.
I feel like that could be the Mountain King.
He holds a large javelin as he rides.
I hold 4 short ones.
Yeah, I have some javelins for his ass.
All right. Do we want to prepare an ambush
Yeah, I wanna-
from the sides? What do we want to do?
Can we have Stygoth?
Does Stygoth tell us about how long they are, how far they are from us?
They will be here morning.
Can we have Stygoth dig a trench so that the wagons collapse into it, and then like cover it?
Slaves dig.
For Stygoth.
Slaves!
Yeah, try to throw a dragon.
You're just hanging there like
How many enemies are there? How many are there again?
at least
Said-
12.
And cover wagons.
There's 2 covered wagons, so you can't see what's in the wagons.
There's a bunch of other people.
There's 12.
Could be people. You know that
Look at the
they are
pictures.
expecting a payment for the blades.
Yeah.
So at least some of that is fun.
Some of the wagons should be.
And some of it is
Money.
supplies.
I mean, I'm
they're
thinking
expecting as
here,
well.
this is a classic Robin Hood situation, in which case we, you know, dig little holes or stuff, cover with branches. Maybe like as soon as they come up, Stygoth lands in front of them for that intimidation factor, and either they flee or they fight. In which case, either way, we jump out and attack, surprise ambush.
So
I think
foxholes in the swamp.
I like it, but I say we reverse Stygoth landing in front, have him land behind.
Him behind him, so
That
that
way
everybody's
they-
pinned between a dragon and the castle.
In the castle, and then we have the castle, and then if we come from the sides, they have like no direction to be safe.
I would also
They're between a Stygoth and a hard place.
I imagine we're mainly the ones outside, but maybe we take what
You know, Gut Spiller.
Gutspoke can command
maybe
people from
command
the
the
castle.
freed slaves and
Did-
turned people.
Torog, did he stay, or did he leave?
Torgo.
He's still there.
Torgo.
Torgo's still there. He's the eye gouger.
I mean, if he was one of the higher ups,
One
maybe have
eye
him.
gouged out.
Now the slaves are in no condition to fight.
Yeah.
They've mostly just been kept to feed into the pit.
If like Torgo and Gut Spiller maybe are from the front, and they are the ones meeting up, maybe they can kind of, you know, he's professional professor dude, you know, hero, and then someone else that maybe is familiar in case they need someone familiar, and they can make it work to seem like it's safe, and then we get the landing behind, and then we get the attacks from the front and everything. Maybe something like that could work.
Okay.
Like we have someone to greet them to make sure they come all the way in.
I think it's a solid plan for what's 12 people right now. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, we don't know what's inside the wagons, but I'm assuming it's just so they can take it.
What do we have guard wise from Torgo?
We have Rot, who was the one that was about ready to be thrown into there.
Okay.
I'm sure he's going to be on our side.
Yeah. Well, we helped save him before, and then we saved
Yeah.
him again.
So Rot needs to be an influence with the other guards. Be like, hey, this is what your life is like now, you know?
Sure. So of guards.
I think you said before when we came in there were about 15.
Yeah, that's about right.
Just put Rot in charge.
But it'd be good to have a couple, maybe, like, if the castle has, like, walls or whatever,
Yeah.
like, have them be able to shoot down on them with, like, arrows, and then have people on the sides come in and collapse on them while Stygoth stops escaping.
So there are 15 guards, and there are another 8 that are like workers that aren't slaves that can fight.
And then the slaves are all in no condition
Yeah,
to do anything.
they're starved.
Yeah.
Beaten.
Well, we might not need the workers to do much except for maybe, like, close the doors and make sure they can't get into the castle. So, like, their job maybe could be to make sure that the doors get closed, they stay there. Maybe we keep some guards on the walls.
Yeah.
And then we take the rest of them, put them in the swamps with us. Have Gut Spiller and Torgo in the front, and then Stygoth land in the back. Does that
So
work?
we have someone meet them?
Yeah, I think Torgo, because he was one of the higher-ups. And if they need a familiar face, I'm assuming he might be a familiar face.
So they meet. It gets to the. When does Stygoth land behind them, and then we spray the trap?
I'd say we could give them the option to
Yeah.
like leave everything that you brought with you here, and you can live.
I mean, this is also a way of getting any kind of we don't know that rider is the king, right?
No,
Just
we
that
don't
it
know
could
who
be
he
a
is.
messenger or something.
We could
but
put one of us with Gut Spiller, too, in the front.
we could get
Yeah.
some information before we just
Kill him.
unleash hell.
Let's put Gut Spiller, one of us, and Torgo in the front.
Okay.
Maybe. That way we can have communication to do whatever, and then maybe that person can make the decision of when to say, like, no!
Yeah.
And then, like, things happen.
All right, you spend the rest of the darkness hours laying out your plan,
Yep.
and you begin to get into position as the sun rises. And we'll see you next time.
Ah! Ow! This is so hard.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the new D&D stuff coming out. And if you didn't see it yet, on YouTube is our Cthulhu one-shot that we played through. It's available. You can watch that right now. It was a lot of fun.
Invasive procedures.
Yes.